With his feet on the base of the TV. Both hands grasp the sides of the screen, pulling it upwards with force. There is a loud bang. The TV screen is lifted up. The man then moves the TV screen to the window and sticks it out. Without hesitation, he smashed it from the 35th floor. With a loud bang, the newly purchased TV was instantly shattered into pieces. The man was thrilled, jumping up and down on the balcony, screaming and shouting. He expects the security guard downstairs would hear the sound from upstairs to come to his rescue, just because he's looking for a thrill. He's been trapped in this old building without water or electricity for 2 days and nights. And so, the man kept looking out through the cat's eye to see if anyone was there, expecting the security guard to appear. But after 2 hours in a row, there was no one outside the door. It turns out that the security guard is sitting here listening to music. He couldn't hear anything else. The man realizes that this is not an option. The man rushes into the kitchen. He pulls out a ice. He tried to see if he could pry the steel door open, but after a long time of smashing, the lock didn't open. But he got a cut on his hand. Just as he was about to collapse, suddenly he saw a cardboard box on top of the cabinet. So the man followed the crease, tore the cardboard box in half. Then he took out what little toothpaste he had left. He writes a message on the cardboard asking for help. When he finished, he stuck the cardboard out of the security window and threw it out. The man stares straight at the cardboard, hoping that someone would pick it up and come to his rescue. But the cardboard wavered. It landed on the roof of the tiled house. The man cursed angrily. He hurriedly wrote a second one in the same way. But in the middle of writing, there was no drop of toothpaste left. He was in a hurry. He searches the whole house, but couldn't find anything to put on it. In his desperation, the man tore the cloth from his hand, with the blood from the wound. With great difficulty, he wrote a plea for help. This time, he aimed the cardboard at a crowded area and flung it out. After an anxious wait, the cardboard finally landed where someone could see it. The man was overjoyed, for he saw from afar a woman picking up the cardboard. The woman looked at the bloodstained message of help on the cardboard. The woman dropped what she was doing and came to the old, decrepit building. But just as she reached the door, the guard stopped the woman. "I've been here for 2 years. There's no one living in this building. You'd better go now." The woman saw how impatient the security guard was, and then she looked inside the building, the gloomy and dilapidated environment, and with a whoosh, threw away the cardboard and turned to leave. The man was completely devastated, on the balcony, letting out a mad, silent roar, because his voice can't make a sound anymore. It was too dry. Yet at night, he sees the neon lights flashing in the streets. Suddenly, another idea came to him. He tore his clothes into pieces and tied them to the security window, spelling out the word help. Then he set them all on fire. As he watched the flames crackle and burn, the man's hope for survival was also ignited. To make the fire more intense, he took the mattress out onto the balcony and set it on fire, watching the fire rise higher and higher. The man's hands were dancing with excitement, thinking that this would to get someone's attention. But in the blink of an eye, he realized that he was in trouble, because at some point, the small fire had already reached the house. At this rate, he would be finished before anyone came to save him. So the man grabbed a pillow. He put out the fire with all his strength. After a night of smoke and fire, the man's body was already seriously dehydrated. At this point, the man looked into the toilet. Urgently, he opens the lid.